Dennis was wrong about something? I made a video that said the comic industry was going to be great if AENT bought Diamond. Well, guess what? They didn't buy Diamond, they backed out, and now it's an entirely new company. Is it good for the comic industry, or is it bad? I'm going to tell you in this video. Welcome to Wonder World Comics. I'm Dennis Barger, 45-year veteran of buying everything collectible, 35-year veteran of selling everything collectible, and 20-year veteran of owning stores. Was I wrong? I did a whole video about Alliance Entertainment buying Diamond Comics being the best thing for the comic book industry. Dennis Barger? Wrong? Well, guess what? Alliance Entertainment started looking in the books of Diamond Comics. They didn't like what they saw. They didn't like what a lot of the upper management people were keeping from them. So Alliance Entertainment, about a week after we shot that video, came out and said, we're pulling out of the Diamond deal. Well, immediately the courts were like, well, we either have to go to Chapter 7 or we have to let these other guys have it. And that's when Universal and Ad Populum swooped in with an even lower bid and bought Diamond Comics. So now there's new owners. Universal took Alliance Games and Ad Pop got Diamond and everything else that was in the box. Now, wait a second. A&T's out. But is it A&T over? No. A&T filed a lawsuit against Diamond and the new owners saying, you owe us money. We gave you a down payment on this company, and now we're pulling out and you owe us that down payment. So during the whole thing, the Diamond upper management was saying, guys, Alliance Entertainment is not going to be good for the comic book industry. We want Universal and Ad Pop to buy this company. Well, now they got their wish. And what was the first thing that they did when they got the keys to Diamond? They fired about 80 to 90% of everybody that worked for Diamond Comics. I only know of a few people that survived that. Well, guess what? AENT, Alliance Entertainment, they just hired 5 of the key staffers at Diamond Comics to come and work for them. Why buy the busted company when you can just hire what the good parts of that company were? So, as I stated, Alliance might still be the best option for comic book stores and the comic book industry going forward, because along with all those firings, Universal and Ad Pop have said to publishers, to retailers, guys, you might not want to trust this company for comic books. I don't necessarily know that Ad Pop bought Diamond so they could publish comic books and distribute them. They've told publishers, hey, you got a comic book that we're already going to be selling for you? From this point forward, we're going to pay you, but all the other stuff you need to get from the courts. That's not sitting well. There's a lot of people who are in charge of making the content to sell to comic retailers from the publisher, Previews Magazine, the online ventures, etc. And those people are all gone. The IT department is gone. The POS system that has all the data based on comic books for comic book stores, that's going to be out. There's a lot of stuff that is about comic books and about distributing comic books that right now, Ad Pop, the new owners of Diamond, don't necessarily seem like they're behind. So what's left at Diamond? Ad Pop fired everybody from Diamond Select Toys. Ad Pop fired everybody from Gentle Giant. All that stuff is probably going to get rolled into their toy company called NECA or WizKids. That doesn't leave a lot of people left there. They fired the IT department. They fired the people that run the POS system. It's just a warehouse at a certain point. Are they going to be able to get their money out of that warehouse without pushing comic books through it? We'll find out. So, was I wrong or was I right? Only time's going to tell. I still think Alliance has what it takes. They've now plucked the cream of the crop from Diamond. And guess what? I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think I'm going to be right. We'll find out in another video. So if you dig content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. I've got a lot more coming. See you soon.